Okay, so APP Chicago. I've got one thing to say and one thing only. Gucci Zane is the real deal. And I'm just going to come out and say this. The pod episode was probably like episode 17. I was talking about, how I'm not really afraid of Zane in doubles and how when you speed up at Zane, he tends to kind of give himself too much room. He tends to overswing. He's a little vulnerable with his counter. And I felt like he really didn't take a lot of dinks out of the air on the left. He would kind of take a step back and would just scramble. Granted, he was playing with Zane. He was playing with Jay. Jay was taking a lot of court, so I don't know if Zane was uncomfortable in that role when we played him in Newport. Anyhow, I was not downgrading his game at all. I just simply said when it comes to me going head to head with Zane, I don't really feel worried, and I feel like with his big cuts and with how much scrambling he does, he could be a lot more efficient, and there could be a lot less going on. Well, if you guys took a look at this last weekend, the guy played great. He took a lot of court and mixed, served exceptionally well. If you guys do not believe the chainsaw serve, you should believe it. It is real. Nothing against Michelle Escobar at all because I like me some Shelly, but Shelly looked like Bambi on ice in that game of 15 with Zane spinning the living heck out of the serve and ripping the crap out of it. I did not count how many free points that he got, but I would assume there was anywhere from 5 to 7 freebies that he got on his serve, maybe more. But outside of his serve and outside of the drive, those are two things that kind of set the tone and put things into place for Zane. It felt like in all three events, but specifically the dinking, the hands, his ability to take more dinks and be more aggressive with his dinking on the left, not back up as much, take more dinks out of the air, use his little backhand flick out of the air. Yeah, the guy played great. And Susanna Barr, come on, baby. Zane got 2 golds, and my girl Susanna Barr, who is, I don't want to be wrong here, but late 30s, early 40s. Anyhow, she's my girl from Boise. Her son, Porter, also is a player, 4-5 player. If you guys watch that video of him hitting his serve at TOC, it's kind of funny, same sort of thing. There's a video. There's a video out there right now on YouTube, and it's the 4-5 19+ final, and Porter is hitting the living life out of the serve. Anyhow, he gets like 10 aces in a game of 15. We kind of talked about this in episode 20. Sorry, in episode 20. Anyhow, Susanna Barr got 2 golds. Zane got 2 golds. I thought Zane played super well. Not only did he play well in mixed, but he played well in men's. Althoff obviously did his thing on the right. Althoff's game is never going to change. Zane had to play more court in order for that team to be successful, and Zane pinched the middle well. I thought Zane was able to attack Adam pretty well. I don't think Adam played great. I think there was a little chaos, and there looked like there wasn't tension, but there was obviously some there wasn't much communication, and they looked a little unorganized when they were dinking to Adam's inside foot when Adam was on the right, and Adam and Jay were both kind of fighting over that middle ball. Anyhow, it kind of seemed like all day they were kind of fighting over that middle ball. It's tough too, when Jay's taking a lot of court. And I don't know if that's their first pairing, but that's definitely one of the first few times they've played together. So always tough when it's a new partner and they're taking a lot of court and they're covering middle, and you're trying to figure out who should take balls in the middle, things of that nature. We've all been there. The old divorce alley. Do know that a little bit of communication goes a long ways, or just getting things established early on. If you're on the right, you don't want to take and I would kind of break it down into 2 segments. Break it down at the baseline, break it down at the kitchen line. When you're on the right and there's a return that comes to your left foot as you're serving, This is something you can get established early on with your partner. Do you want to take that drop off your inside foot? Do you want to gladly slide over to let your partner take that drop off your inside foot? Would you rather take that ball off your inside foot because you can drop cross court and your partner poaches better and they can get in there and cause some chaos, wreak some havoc with their hands, or maybe you have a good drive with your backhand off your inside foot, and that allows you guys to get up. Another thing to think about is once you get up at the kitchen line, do you want to take that dink off your inside foot? Do you want your partner to take that dink off of your inside foot so they can go more inside out? They can pull the person in front of you out of position, which opens up the person on the right. So lots to think about. But at the end of the day, things can get established, or you can be talking about these things before they happen. And I would talk about them outside the court. So, or I guess maybe as you're getting warmed up. But plain and simple, you can do it in the moment, or you can get things established at the beginning of the day. And I don't think there's a lot of people out there that respect Susanna Barr's game. Why? Because technically it's a little unorthodox. It looks a little messy at times, but talk about a girl. I think her and Rob Cassidy are kind of in this same category. Talk about two players who have maximized their potential and are complete gamers and do nothing but hustle. How do you not respect that? It just comes to show that even if you're not uber talented, when you bring the intensity and you bring the competitiveness and you fight like hell and you're a complete gamer at heart, it can get you places. And it can even get you to a place that is on top of the podium. So kudos to Zane. And big shout out to my girl, Susanna Barr. And another big shout out to Rob Cassidy, because I love that guy. And I think if there's two players in this game that you fully respect their game based off of their intensity and their competitiveness and how big of gamers they are, it is Rob Cassidy and Susanna Barr. If you guys have not subscribed to the McGuffin Pickleball Club, make sure you do that today. Tell your grandma, tell your kids, tell your uncle, tell your aunt. Get it done today. Do yourself a favor. Like, subscribe, and turn those notifications on to the McGuffin Pickleball Club. Best content, best podcast in pickleball. We all know it. Get it done.